Hello again, and welcome to Retro PC Refurbs. Today we don't have a PC, we have an Xbox One S. This has a broken HDMI port, and it's also very filthy, and it has been opened before, but the person who had it opened it to see if they could find the problem, but they got as far as just taking the lid off. It's very dirty inside, and I've never opened an Xbox One before, so this is all new to me. I have Googled how to open them, and this is the repair. So all the top bolts are taken out now, and just flipping it over and just trying to get the insides out. As I say, this is the first time I've opened up an Xbox. This has not been cleaned since it was manufactured. So now the Wi-Fi card and the power buttons just need to come off the actual frame. So I'm looking here wondering whether this white back panel comes off, but it doesn't. So the hard drive is taken out now. And now the PSU, which again is just clipped to the board with a power cable. So here I could not work out why the motherboard was not coming out from the frame, so I had to Google it, and there's a little clip. As you will see in a little while, you'll see me take the little clip that's out the back, and now I'm just fiddling with the HDMI port, which has come detached from the actual motherboard. Okay, after Googling, there's a little tab here. And that's why it didn't come out. And there's the problem. So the new HDMI port has arrived, so I will clean everything up and get that soldered on. So now I'm just going to tin the contacts up. using a magnifying glass so I can see the little pins that I have to make sure are soldered back onto the motherboard. Now just cleaning off the flux. Okay, now I'm just using a plastic tool just to touch the pins, just to make sure that none of them are actually loose, which will obviously give us a bad signal. Cleaning everything again as I go along when I put the components back in. And now I'm just putting the power connector back on, putting the lead in and just going to power it up just to make sure that HDMI is actually working before I put it all back together. So we have power to the Xbox, but nothing has come on screen. I will have to fit the hard drive. And there we are. So it's time to power back on to see whether that HDMI is fixed. And there we are on screen. So now everything I'm putting back in, I'm cleaning as I go along. The controller sync button had been snapped off by the previous person who owned this and had tried to open it, and during that they snapped it off. So I'm just going to put a slight bit of glue on there just to hold that while I flip it over and put it back onto the base. And there we are, everything cleaned and clipped back together. And here it is working.